Are we 5 minutes late? What's up, everybody? I knew we were gonna be 5 minutes late when we were late. What's up, brother? You want to say what's up to the people?
I do. People, what's up? How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's doing well. It's good to be seen by y'all.
Always.
They tried to play us, but we made the game. Offend these haters, turn their shade to shame. Believe you me. Stick with the name that pays. Big Daddy everything.
And they thought I was dumb to rap, but how dumb is that when I'm the running back? Good punch you in front of you at eye level, see if you gon' stomach that. It's food for thought, but we don't feed them hoes, we don't need them hoes. Eloquent, Big Daddy elephant, just in they element. Intelligence, telling men something they could tell a friend. And
And I happen to really believe, brother, that loss is coming to everybody.
It's on its way.
Oh yeah, it's on its way, brother. It's right there, actually. And I know people like me, they say we're paranoid or whatever. All this judgment that you're throwing my way.
What does that even mean? Go ahead. I'm listening. But what is parrot? That's such a stupid word. What does that even mean?
Yeah, or maybe I'm guilty of something. I feel guilty, or survivor's remorse. I get it, man. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I get it. It when you get comfortable, brother, don't you want to stay there just like that? It's like, man.
I do. I do. I do. In fact, I've had to learn a quite unique skill.
Okay.
I've had,
Please do tell.
yes, I've had to learn what I call the human snapshot.
Okay.
And this learning elevated from visual, and now I've applied it to physical and mental also.
Okay.
Right. So if I find myself comfortable, I take a snapshot and remember what it looks and feels like, and then I hold it, and then have to leave.
And that's all you'll need.
That's it. That's all you have, because that's all you're ever going to have anyways when you think back on that comfort.
So just get one and get it over with. Just get it out. Let me take a snapshot.
Yeah. Just get it over with. And where it's helped me is when I'm very hot, I can literally remember the smell of an air conditioned room. And I can almost feel the cool air hitting my neck. It's mental.
You know what? I just went there right now, brother. I actually feel like I'm in an air conditioned room.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, see?
The power of the mind, brother.
There you go. So maybe we are paranoid, because it means para means literally to be beside your mind.
Not inside it, beside it.
Next to it. You're next to your mind. You're outside of your mind.
Oh wow, brother.
Out of your mind and paranoid are actually the same phrase.
Yeah, are you out of your mind?
You are beside yourself.
I mean, you just call me paranoid. I don't appreciate it.
No, I'm not paranoid at all. Look, ask me if I'm out of my mind.
Are you out of your mind?
What would I have to be paranoid about?
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Paranoios, Greek, beside mind.
All right. Well, I don't know, brother, because didn't I have to tell him? No, I'm not paranoid. I'm looking at life. I'm looking at the patterns of history, and something's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Something's coming. Now, I don't want to get too grim about this. I'm wearing black. You know what I'm saying? But let's start with relationships, brother.
Okay.
Fortify a relationship means to do what? To fortify means to
Make strong.
make strong.
From the Latin fortis facere.
Thank you. So I have a relationship. One of the relationships that I gained the most from. It is a 25-year relationship. All right, Jeff. All right.
All right. A quarter of a century.
Okay. And I get a lot of reward from that relationship. And I don't want it to be taken away from me. The only way I can prove that I mean that is to fortify it.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that true, brother? If you have a city and you say, I don't want anyone to take the city from me, won't you put up walls?
Yes, you'll begin to fortify.
Yeah.
Maybe some defenses.
Yes, sir. To make it strong. Because if it's strong, no one's going to come take it.
Right. And you can keep having it.
I keep having it. So often, brother, I'm comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Just like, no, that's all good. All right. See how it's still here? That means it's going to be here.
Yeah.
Have you ever paid attention to a tree, brother? Isn't it set to be there for a long time?
Yep. It's made itself at home.
Yeah, brother. A tree is going to be there, man.
Yeah.
As long as nobody comes and cuts it down, that tree's going to just going to be there. There was a massive tree where we went yesterday, brother. We didn't get a chance to talk to you about it. But where we did the convocation study.
The one I missed.
Oh, yes, sir. It's this giant tree, brother. Beautiful. And I was just looking at it. But the other day I was touching the bark of a tree and I was like, nah, this thing, it has to weather through different temperatures and in case somebody wants to bump into it. It's strong, brother. These things.
Yeah.
If you want to punch a tree to take your feelings out on it, it knows, hey, I'm just here, and there's a lot of people that's going to lean on me. They're going to try to climb me.
Yeah.
They might even try to punch me. So let me put up that outer layer of skin that we call bark. Let me put it up. Let me make it jagged a little bit in case.
Yeah.
Just in case any of y'all just think.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Make it fall apart easy if too much weight's on it.
Oh yeah, get up! Hey, go ahead, get up off me, man.
Get up off me, man. Yep.
Gotta fortify the things that you want to last, man. And I'm looking at that, brother. I'm looking at that for that. And then I have children, and you have kids, brother. What would you how would you fortify that relationship?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I would show them very early on that they can trust me. Right? My small children, I'll teach them to climb and then to jump into my arms. And with that done a few times, they'll learn to trust me. And then I can also show them how smart I am by teaching them things. And that would be the beginning of how I would fortify my relationship, or how I have fortified my relationship with my children. And now, so I represent something that has knowledge, something that's trustworthy.
Got you.
Someone that is reliable to them.
Why is reliability so important for a child, brother?
Brother, they can do so little for themselves. So much is out of their control, man.
Are you sure? Little small hands. They can't even get to stuff?
No, they can't even reach stuff that you don't even put up high. They still can't reach it. You didn't even put it up high.
Okay.
There's so much that's out of their control and so much that they don't understand, that there has to be something that is constant.
Yeah.
For them. There has to be. And also so much changes for children. Imagine things begin to look smaller to them as they're growing.
Man, that's true.
They look back at toys that they saw just a year ago and say, "I thought this was bigger." Oh, you were smaller. It's
Yeah.
never changed size. So much changes. Reliability is an absolute must for them. Gotta have it.
I gotta throw this in just real quick, but I'm becoming more and more aware of missing children,
Mm-hmm.
and then the trafficking,
Yeah.
human trafficking stuff.
Yeah.
Can you imagine living in a world where you had to tell people don't hurt children? Hey, don't do anything that's going to harm kids. Can't defend themselves. Because the kids, there's really no difference between a child and an adult besides them having enough experience in this place to be able to protect themselves.
Yeah.
Because children just become people, brother, like adults, humans.
Right.
We're all going to die one day. We're all going to go through a lot of different things. But it's not right when a child cannot defend themselves.
Yeah.
And if you should be able to defend yourself, let's say you've been here for 26 years.
Mm-hmm.
Brother, shouldn't everybody at 26 be able to defend themselves?
Yes, absolutely. And I'll tell you why if you want to know.
Oh, yes, please.
Okay, because you have no more innocence.
26?
26. You have the less innocence you have, the more you're going to have to defend yourself. You should be able to.
No, but remember that time when I was in school, they were saying that like there was this rumor going on, and I didn't do it. I told you I didn't do that.
You have no more innocence.
Okay. I've never eaten spaghetti, and everybody knows that.
That doesn't matter at all. Have you ever stolen something ever?
No.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have.
No, I haven't.
You've never taken something without permission?
No. You mean like my sister?
What do you mean? What?
Well, we share clothes.
You've taken. Do you remember when your mom would say, "Don't eat any of those breadsticks that I made for dinner tonight"?
Yes.
Didn't you take one?
Yeah, because I
stole.
But because no
thief.
No.
Untrustworthy.
No, because everybody. Oh, we always get 2 breadsticks, and I just wanted one early, and I got only. So when it was supper time,
also selfish.
So once we had supper, I only had 1 breadstick left. And I told my mom.
Okay, so not selfish, just impatient. So impatient. Look at you have 4 points of innocence lost and 1 swift motion. Impatience, thievery, treachery, disobedience.
Well, if that's the case, then there's a lot of people that's not kids, because I know kids they did that at 4 or 5 years old.
Well, that's just one thing. I'm saying by the time you're 26, you have done enough things like that thing that you have no innocence left.
Well,
you still had some innocence after you did that. Some.
Well, I already know what you're talking about. Because anyway, okay. I've only had 2 boyfriends in my life, so if that's what you're gonna use, then fine.
That's 6 points of innocence lost.
Well, that's
3 points per boyfriend.
Well,
yeah, you're at 10. You're at 10 points. You only have 100 points.
Well, that's fine. I mean, if you're gonna use that,
yeah.
I just feel like you're a misogynist.
Probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, you shouldn't matter to you. You don't have any innocence left. That should only matter to the innocent.
Well, that's fine because I can take care of myself, and so yeah, you're right.
That's good because you're not innocent anymore. You have to. Yeah, brother. Once you reach a certain age, you don't have innocence left, and that's the thing about children, isn't it?
I'll
They
just
leave
buy some.
some innocence.
Uh, what's going on, brother?
Where they sell that at? What's up, brother?
Salutations. Uh, no, just go buy some innocence, brother.
Oh, like the cologne, or it would be a perfume, innocence. Nah,
No,
man.
you know what I could do is just dress different, and
Mm.
nobody would know a thing.
Oh yeah, yeah. Except for your age, they already know that you're not a child.
Oh, I got you.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, sir, brother. I appreciate you tuning in, man. We're talking about fortifying. Anything you got in your possession, anything that's yours, you want to keep it. You got to double down on the security of it. All right, brother. What about like a vehicle? You know what I'm saying? You got a vehicle.
Mm.
You want to be able to use it for another at least 4 or 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
What decisions should you make knowing that that's true?
Yeah. So the first thing you should do is maybe either on your phone or get a book, and or maybe on your phone get a section where you can take notes and label it maintenance. And then you should begin tracking the maintenance of that vehicle for 30, 60, and 90,000 miles.
Oh, well.
And so for every 30, 60, and 90,000 miles, you should look online real quick and see what kind of work needs to be done to maintain the vehicle and do those maintenance. Things like oil changes every, what is it now? It's not 3,000 miles anymore,
It's
is
like
it?
5,000.
5,000? Okay. So every 5,000 miles, changing your oil. You want to keep tabs on all your fluids, brake fluid, things like that. If brake fluid is low, that means that your brake pads are getting low. That doesn't mean that you need to put more brake fluid.
I'll
It
just
means-
put, oh, let me see. Needs more brake fluid.
it's a hydraulic fluid. That means it's not being used like oil or gas. It's pressure
Oh,
fluid. If
I
it's
got you.
low, something's wrong. Something needs to be changed. So start maintaining that vehicle, brother. Yeah, you want it for 5 years? You're gonna have to start tracking and taking care of maintenance on that vehicle and making sure you're doing it right.
I bought a tire the other day, brother. It's a used tire for $100.
For a truck? All right, it had to be for a truck, right?
Yeah.
That's not bad. That's good, actually. Used time for $100.
That was pretty good. He gave me a good tire too. He was teaching me. He gave me a Quran, brother. He told me, listen, you cannot open this until you purify yourself. You gotta take a shower. You gotta, you know what I'm saying?
Wow, respect.
So I got my first Quran Friday, brother.
Okay.
So we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
But yeah, he gave me a tire, used tire, $100. So what are you talking about, brother? How can I afford to? I didn't even get 4 used tires, and I need new tires. But I got one. I don't need 4 new tires. I don't need 4 new tires. I needed at least 2 new tires, and I got 1 used tire. So are you making stuff up?
Oh yeah, are you going to go get a second one at least? I would say if you need 4 new tires, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Take that used tire and find a rim that fits your truck and put that tire on that rim.
Okay.
And keeping that as an extra spare. That'd probably be the best use for that tire because you still need to get another tire.
So then I can just use that for a spare one day.
Right.
And then I'll still be smart.
That's still smart, yeah.
But if I don't do what you just said to me right now, then I'm not doing smart.
No, because you right now need 4 new tires. And if you put the good tire that you have on one of those tires, you have 3 steel tires that you need.
So I don't actually need 4 new tires. I need 2 new tires.
Okay, got you.
I need 2 new tires.
Got you.
But I bought 1 used tire.
I see. Okay.
And the reason I bought 1 used tire is because the wheels that I'm riding on, you can't go to discount tires. So yeah, let me just go ahead and put 2 new tires on here for me. They don't have it. I can't just start looking for 2 used. I need 2 used tires, man. And I need it done today. Right?
I see.
Because when you decide you want to look like drive in style, brother, get some rims.
Ah, yes. It was your first poor decision. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah.
Rims, when you get rims on a vehicle, let me call them nice wheels. When you get nice wheels on a vehicle, there's a few things that you're stating. It's a statement, brother. Okay. One of the things you're stating is, excuse me, I don't care about the test y'all ran on my suspension. Doesn't matter.
Yep. You mean the engineers, the ones that they ran? when they decided exactly the size tire that this truck would need.
Yeah,
I got
You're
you.
saying, to hell with all that. I don't care.
Screw your science.
Another thing you're saying is, I have more money than everybody else that bought this same vehicle.
I've never considered that, but you are saying
That's what you're saying. That's exactly what you're saying. You're saying, all of y'all, cool, okay, you got the same. Mine's a truck, so you got a truck. And yeah, okay, you got the truck and you care about your suspension, but I also have more money than all of you. Now it's not the nice wheels that are saying, because they're nice wheels, brother. You know what I'm saying? But you're saying I'm gonna pay more for tires than you pay. I'm gonna pay more for repairs than you pay. And I'm not gonna be in this vehicle enough to even care that my ride quality is not like yours. You have to drive this car every day, and I don't. That's why I bought nice wheels for it. Also, I don't care if they get stolen. I care a little bit, but not that much. Because I don't need to drive it.
Yeah.
So if you only have one vehicle, and you have wheels on it, nice wheels on it, you should have bought a less expensive car and got 2 cars and then threw nice wheels on that.
That sounds like a solid fortification to me.
Yes, sir. We have more than one vehicle, so I guess I'm gonna keep the wheels, brother. but
hey, it's all good, yeah.
But I didn't think like that when I was younger, brother. When I was younger, it was just, I like the way those look. I gotta have them, even if I don't buy them. Okay.
Yeah. I remember putting spokes. I remember the Daytons. These weren't the bolt-on ones. These were the knockoffs. Do you remember the knockoffs?
Yeah.
The ones you had to hit the spinner with a hammer to loosen. It was basically one large lug holding the tire on. I put those on my one and only car. And it was a Buick.
So you have experience with what we're talking about?
Absolutely. I had a large Buick. It was a 90s model Buick. And it came with 16-inch rims, maybe. And excuse me, I can't even say it without making myself laugh. I put 13-inch rims on the Buick.
13. Low profile?
No, the big wide white the white walls.
Oh yeah, white walls.
Yeah, with the little orange stripe on my one and only car, and it was a very poor decision.
But listen, when they made that car, they had it in mind. Even though those look nice,
Mm-hmm.
those wheels were made for another type of car. This car,
Altogether, yeah.
this particular car, 16, be fine. But maybe 17, but 16
is good. Yeah.
And you went with 13.
13s. And listen, I don't know if a car has ever came off the manufacturing line with 13-inch rims. I don't know if y'all know how small those are. Those are quite small. Quite small. I was going for, I also clamped the springs, the struts. I clamped them together so that I would lower the entire car. Yeah. So it's a very, very, very dumb thing to do to my one and only car.
Why?
Why did I?
Why was it a dumb thing, please, brother?
Oh, because the springs absorb the shock and keep the car up off the ground perfectly, so that it has good handling.
Yes, sir.
Traction. So when you clamp the springs, okay, you're killing about 30% of their effectiveness, at least, and then you're lowering the car, also killing some of your handling. And so I felt like I was driving on a carpet that was being pulled by someone. If you could imagine sitting on a carpet and someone is pulling it, how that would feel.
Yeah.
Or like in a field, right? You're sitting on a carpet and someone's pulling that carpet while you're sitting on it in a field. That's how it felt while driving the car. Yeah.
But what did you? All right. So what did you gain? Like, what did you make stronger? Did you fortify anything in your life with those decisions?
Maybe my relationships with my friends. And a couple of shorties, maybe there was a couple breezies that I talked to that I wouldn't have been able to talk to.
Yeah, because you had a Lolo, right?
I had a Lolo. I used to have a joke. I called it a slab, and they said that's not a slab, and I said it's slow, low, and bouncing, but it was never bouncing. But it was slow, low, and bouncing. Not slow, loud, and banging, but yeah. Every time I went to a drive-through, the person in the window knew exactly that I had a lowrider. That was a plus. I was very low to the window. That was always fun.
So. That's very funny, man. Speaking of slabs, I'm obviously coming to you live from Houston, Texas, where slab culture dominates this place. Never had a slab before, by the way.
Closer I get to Houston, the more I start seeing slabs.
Yeah, I never had a slab, by the way. But someone that has a slab, they know that's a project car, and there's nothing wrong with that. Because that's what that is. It's a project, and there's different rules.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna drive that project car all the time. So having a work truck is probably one of the best things you can do, because that work truck will keep you having that money to deal with those other vehicles.
Yeah.
All right, so we fortified that, doing maintenance. Checking on you. You got to check on stuff, because they can, just vibration alone can change a lot.
Yeah.
Brother, I was watching a video. It was on Instagram or Facebook, and somebody's wheel rolled right off, and then a car came and hit it, and just became airborne. Brother, how is that possible? How is it possible for a wheel to come off? Is it possible?
Oh yeah. Yes, it's possible.
So what makes it possible?
It comes loose. The lug nuts either come loose enough to where the wheel can snap off, or it breaks, because it's only 5 bolts, typically 5, 6, sometimes 4, that hold that wheel on. If the car and the wheel are moving the same speed, especially on a front wheel car, there's a lot of torque, right? So it's more likely that it'll come loose where the transmission is, front or rear. It's being propelled. The wheel is being propelled. Once it disconnects, it takes that energy and says, "Oh, by the way, thanks," and then goes forward even faster because it's being propelled without now the car weight. So now that wheel has even more energy than the car.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Yeah.
And I know, obviously I saw the video. But no, but how did we get here?
Oh. Yeah.
Neglect?
Neglect, yeah. Someone didn't do their job.
Because it's supposed to be strong. That
Yeah.
there's a certain torque, isn't there? It has to be
Yes.
torqued
Yeah.
down to.
Yeah, in a certain way, pattern and everything, torque pattern. Mm-hmm.
Is it possible somebody changed the tire and then put the new one back on and just didn't do it right? Is that possible too?
Yes. Yep.
Not everybody knows how to change the tire. It looks, brother, it looks simple enough, and it's not difficult actually at all.
Nah, it's like changing 5 heavy light bulbs.
It's kind of
Pretty
like that.
simple.
It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
But there's a way that if you do it, you could die.
Mm-hmm.
For one, if you do it on a busy road, you can die from somebody hitting you.
Mm-hmm.
And I lost a friend like that, brother.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it sucks to go to somebody's funeral that died because they were changing their tire, brother. Not sick, not violence.
Sheesh, brother. That's pretty terrible, brother.
So everybody that, please, all y'all that's listening, watching, y'all are good looking, by the way. I can't see y'all, but I just believe, because y'all, this is a good look, good looking out, and so y'all are good looking. You think they got that one, brother?
I think so. That's good.
All right, cool. All right, for sure. As y'all are listening, I'm telling you, please, and tell everybody else that you know. If your tire goes flat, maybe you hear it, or if you're going fast,
Yeah.
you're already riding on that wheel. You know what I'm saying? You're already riding on the wheel. Please get somewhere safe. Safe. Get somewhere safe. You notice when an officer pulls us over on like busy highway, whatever.
Yeah.
The way they park their car is to make sure that they're still going to be safe.
Yeah.
And to protect you sometimes too.
Yep.
The way that they park, because they're like, oh, you pulled over, but you shouldn't have done that.
Yep.
And then traffic is instructed to leave that lane as much as possible. Get out of that lane. I know as a truck driver, we got to get out of that. If there's somebody pulled over a stalled vehicle, we got to get out of that, the closest lane to them.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't know what you're doing, you're like, damn, I got my tire, it's flat. And you get out to just go check on it, just to go look at it. And then you forget to look at your situation and where you're at. You didn't pay attention to the cross streets. You go back to your trunk to make sure you have everything. And you're like, okay, I do have everything. You get up under there, you put the jack under there, and you start trying to change this tire. You got to know where to put the jack, man. You could die. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And if you don't die, you could damage your car. And it's really nothing. This is really no thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get that spare tire with the wheel. Put it up under your vehicle in case it falls. Make sure that you have something to stop the car from rolling forward or backwards, so that you don't die. You know what I'm saying? Just so you don't die.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that you where you're parked is clear and safe. If you have cones, would be nice to get you just the cone. You can get cones this big, rather. No, sorry.
Yeah.
It's this big. The basketball cones, the soccer cones.
Oh yeah, the little ones. Yeah.
Yeah, just get you some cones.
Yeah, they even sell roadside kits with the little triangles
Yeah, you can get those.
that go like
So,
this
yep.
at an angle.
You can get you some of those. That way, when somebody's on their way and they start to see those, they'll say, "Oh, that means something is ahead." And they're okay. So that's what they were telling me. They were telling me, "Hey, start to pay attention."
Yeah, yeah. I have a life hack for you guys to even fortify that situation further, if you'd like it.
Yes, I love it, brother.
Okay, buy road flares, man, fellas. Buy some road flares.
Because what if it's nighttime and it would be a good idea to have one?
It would be. It would be, and all of us that are men, secretly want to use a road flare.
I do. Not a secret.
It's not a secret, but we don't really say it all the time. We don't walk around saying, "I wish I could use a road flare right now," but all of us want to do this. All of us want to do it. All of us. Doesn't everyone want to do that?
I do. Yes, sir.
So buy a reason. I mean, buy the road flare. So when your tire goes flat, you have a reason to use it. Also, if it's night, you're gonna thank that decision. You're gonna be glad you did that, because those little cones and stuff, they only really work if there's ambient light present.
Yeah, that's true.
With the reflectors, if there's no ambient light, it's just dark. Then that it's not gonna. No one's gonna see it. So get a road flare. Save your life. Probably would actually save your life.
I might as well do that.
Yeah.
Loosen those lug nuts before you start to jack that. Just loosen them. Just break their torque down. Just break it to where once it's up, you're not here pulling while it's up. It could fall. That jack is barely holding it. So if you're pulling on this, trying to break that, how tight it is, you could, it could fall. Yeah. Now, brother, it just seems necessary to talk about some of these things.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. We're good, brother. Appreciate it. All right. So what else we need to fortify, man? The household, the house. What we doing at home?
Yeah, fortify your home. Fortify your home. Absolutely.
Yeah. I got a sprinkler system and alarm system. So
okay, sprinkler system is that's okay. So you'll have wet things, but the alarm system is good. It's a good deterrent. It's a great deterrent, and it's a good. It calls someone for you if you're not there. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So that's for this. So that's it.
Oh nope. Nope. That's not it.
So
That's
I'm
not
good.
it.
I'm going to the next person. Next.
No, that's not it. Nope. Nope. I remember I was with a young lady years ago, and we were drinking, and we were drinking and playing with one another in my car, and she locked herself out of the house while her parents were asleep. And so we decided to try to sneak her back in, and the house was impenetrable. Impenetrable, bro. I could not get in the house, and I decided that I would break the glass in the living room and open the window to let her back in. And I could also not break the glass, no matter how hard I tried.
Damn.
The windows were the non-breaking type. They were the kind of windows that don't break. The kind of windows that a man buys when he fortifies his home. That man's house was fortified.
It's fortified.
Not completely, though, because I was outside with his daughter. So that's the second part of fortifying your home. That would, I guess, touch on the first part, right?
Yeah.
Relationships with your children.
Yeah.
But his physical home you could not get in unless someone let you in.
That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool, man.
Yes, sir. And I ended up leaving her there and letting her deal with the man of that home. Her father.
What time was it?
It's dark. It was dark, and it had to have been
like 7:30, 8 o'clock. It's fall time.
No, I had gotten off of work at the time. I was working at fast food. I was young. I was in high school, I think. It had to maybe 1 or 2 in the morning. I went by and she snuck out and accidentally locked the window behind her. So behind herself.
So, so it barely means anything if you're compromised from the inside.
Yeah.
Because if I have an enemy within, and that enemy says, "Here's the entry point."
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter if I put a moat out there.
Nah, I'll just be swimming across the moat with the king's daughter. Yeah.
You know what moats are for, brother, right? Okay, it's cool. I love that I'm going to be able to share this. All right.
Yes.
So
Cool.
first you put the walls up.
Huh.
Put all these walls, because you can't. I don't want you to walk in. I don't want you to walk in here or here or here. So you see this entire perimeter. I don't want you walking in. Anybody walking in when I don't know. The moat is so that you also can't walk up to the walls.
Don't even come up to my wall.
Don't come up to my walls. I need you far enough away so when I want to go look from my tower, I can see you and then say, "Yes, what is it that you want?" And you on your horse the horse is gonna trot back a little bit and then trot back forward.
Mm-hmm.
I've come to announce myself to the whatever.
Standing sideways along the moat.
Yes. Chancellor, if you would have us, whatever you say. Then you want me to? Are you asking me to bring down the drawbridge? If you would, kind sir. No, I'm not. Have your luck with the piranhas and alligators that's in here, because that's what they put in the moats, brother. It's a problem. If you're, you want to just, you can swim. So you're just gonna.
Oh man.
You just gotta swim up to my house.
That sucks though. What if you decided to give it a swim?
Go ahead, be my guest. There's no wall. There's no wall protecting the moat. Nope.
So you might think to yourself, what an idiot. I know how to swim. He put water and I can swim. What a nerd.
Yep. We won't stop you. There's no gate for that.
Alligators in the water?
Alligators, man.
Oh,
That's what they did in moats. They put either the alligators.
Yeah.
I would put piranhas. Me, I'd more put piranhas. I don't know, brother. It would be kind of cool to feed alligators too, though, right?
That'd be pretty. Yeah, I think alligators are quite terrifying too. If you were to see them from a distance.
Yeah, because you're not gonna see the piranhas.
Nah, which is pretty terrifying too, because if the other people look, all they know is you went in and no one came out. It's pretty terrifying as well.
Some people just, I don't know. Depends on the kind of water. How's that? Just depends on the kind of water. So,
depends, yeah.
Yeah, that's what the moat was for. So they would bring the drawbridge down, boom, and now you can come to the wall, brother. There's still a gate though.
Yeah, I see. Yeah,
you come to the gate, and somebody lets you in. When we find in. So I want a moat, brother. Once it's all said and done, brother, if I don't have a moat, then that means I have not achieved my life. I'm not there yet, brother. I haven't arrived. But once you come and you see a moat, you'll be like, brother, you said you were gonna get a moat. Yeah.
Maxi Fortis. That's what I'll say.
Yes, sir.
Maxi Fortis, full strength.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Oh, where do they put the cannons, brother? When they have those walls, where do they put the cannons at?
Oh, on the walls. Yeah. on those walls.
On those walls.
Yeah, and if they really don't want people in a lot, they'll put some below those cannons in the walls. Some on the walls and then some in the walls.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
Yeah.
Where would I put my archers if I had some?
Yep, right there on the walls, walking around behind the cannons, and also in the walls.
Okay.
Some slits like this big. So
you
can just shoot the arrow right through. Yeah.
Fortify. What a project, bro. Doesn't sound pretty it's exciting for men, right? Hearing this stuff.
I think so, yeah. I think so.
Start with the relationships though, brothers, because if you don't fortify those relationships, it almost doesn't matter what you fortify.